Thinking about a move to Botetourt? Watch this first.
Yeah, we created these videos to help you get a feel for the area that we call home.
If you're looking for gorgeous views, a slower pace of life, and rich history, look no further than Botetourt.
Yeah, funny name, beautiful place.
Hey, real quick, it's Hal and Chris. If you're interested in buying or selling in Roanoke, make sure you reach out to us with the contact information on the screen.
And be sure to take the neighborhood quiz that's in the description below to find out what part of Roanoke will be best for you.
Well, let's dive in with our Google Map tour. This should really give you an idea of proximity and everything there is to know about Botetourt. Check out some of our other videos which display a lot more cost of living, all kinds of stuff, right?
That's right, yeah. And as far as the name goes, people will mispronounce it every which way till Sunday, but just the T-O-U-R-T part, think of tater tot,
Yes.
say Botetourt. There you go.
Yes, actually a client told us that.
That's right.
That's how they remembered it. So let's start with location and proximity. The Botetourt County is actually located northeast of Roanoke City. So you can see Roanoke there in the middle. And traveling up northeast, you'll find it. There's easy access to I-81 and 220. So you can see here, it's just easy, real easy to pop onto 81, which is our major interstate system. And then 220 is going to show you, it's going to take you different places throughout Botetourt as well.
Yeah, so as I'm trying to navigate with her, you got I-81 here coming up from Roanoke proper. And then like she said, you'll take 221 and head out this way.
220. Mm-hmm.
I said 221, which
Yes,
is on
you
the
did.
south side of town over in Cave Spring. I do.
Yeah.
It does say 220, my bad. But anyways, that's where you're going to head up so you can actually get to Daleville, Troutville, Eagle Rock, Fincastle, those areas.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I want you to zoom out for just a minute because this Botetourt County is massive. I mean, it is really large,
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys.
that's right, yeah.
It is about 546 square miles in size, and it's definitely most rural. So as you move away from that 81 corridor, it's going to get more and more rural on you. You like playing with that little...
I do. Yeah, I'm trying to help you guys get a better sense of it. But as you're going up here on 81, Buchanan, that area, just past there, you'll leave Botetourt County. But if you're from down here on 81, going up through Fincastle, Troutville, Eagle Rock, in this area, then you leave Botetourt County. So It's massive.
So like all of this area is encompassing of Botetourt, really large.
And you got some spots that are right up against the National Forest, so these really dark areas going to be National Forest for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's point that out. You've got the George Washington and Jefferson. You want to use your pointer and show them?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Yep. Y'all be patient with me. Been a while since I drove on this, so here we go.
The George Washington Jefferson National Forest. Also, Clifton Forge is up there if you just take 220 all the way up. This is one of my favorite drives. 220 up to that area is just beautiful. But like Hal mentioned, all of this green is National Forest. So you can see that it's really an outdoor lover's paradise, right?
For sure. And while you're talking about Clifton Forge, I don't know if we have this later on, we're going to talk about it, but Daleville State Park's right up here, so one of our favorite spots to camp.
It sure is. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so just remember, before you hit the contact agent button when you're looking at houses online, remember you don't always know who you're going to be reaching, but you know us. So skip the guessing game and contact us directly, please. We'll make sure that you're in good hands.
Yeah, I just talked to a lady earlier today. Actually, she had reached out to us, and I called her back, and she's like, hey, are you the realtor I called yesterday? She's like, I've had so many people calling me today about different things, and it's because she hit that contact button, and then a plethora of folks are going to be calling you, and it can be very stressful.
Yeah.
We want it to be less stressful for you.
Yeah, so let's dig into outdoor recreation and events because that's why a lot of people are moving to this area. Great quality of life. It's so pretty. We're going to be nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Botetourt really offers these beautiful views. When we lived out in that area, our sunsets were just incredible and a really peaceful setting overall. The James River is a big one, and you're right on it. Good job. Good job.
Along. So you got James River right here. Look at that snaky river.
Perfect for kayaking,
Yes.
tubing, fishing. everything you can imagine. We've got numerous videos talking about the James River. It keeps going too. It's a great, beautiful river.
Yeah, and the reason I was circling that right there is there's an outpost there where you can get tubes, you can get kayaks, and you can put in right there in Buchanan.
Yes. And then also you've got the Appalachian Trail, really easy access to the Appalachian Trail. And we call it the AT here. You can access that. Also a ton of other hiking opportunities. So you're not going to miss out. And are you going to?
I'm showing on the AT right here.
Go. Good job.
Yep, because it goes right across 220 every year. And we're always like, going out there. Yay, look, the AT's right there.
I know. Yeah, it's amazing. And if you're not familiar with the Appalachian Trail, check that out. It runs from Georgia to Maine. So really, really neat spot. Then Greenfield Recreation Park. This is a beautiful spot. It has walking trails, sports fields, picnic areas, everything, you name it. And Hal and I, we loaded up the whole family. We had the opportunity to see the Northern Lights here. They came so far down south here, and we were able to go to Greenfield Recreation Park, hang out there, and see the beautiful Northern Lights.
We kept looking, and we're like, no, I don't see anything. And then the more we looked at it, we're like, yeah, I do see something. And then we caught it on our camera, and it was pretty stinking cool. Yeah, yes. Absolutely.
And you'll see there's a disc golf course there too. I did not mention, but great opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we got a couple other disc golf courses in the area as well. Some of them are ranked like in the top 20 in the state.
I know. It's wild. So another place you're going to want to visit and hang out is Carvin's Cove. This is fantastic for mountain biking, hiking, paddling. We have a whole video on Carvin's Cove. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it other than you have really easy access. I mean, all these amenities right in your back door at Botetourt.
Absolutely. And you see all these little dotted lines here, all these trails around here for mountain biking, for hiking. You can access it on both sides. You can access it over here and on this side as well.
Yeah, and that's why it's helped earn us the title of East Coast Mountain Biking Capital. So,
woohoo!
Yes.
Go Carvin's Cove.
Let's talk about schools. That's always a concern.
Or question, not necessarily a concern, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess I'm saying families are always concerned about wanting a good school system for their children.
Yes.
So definitely do your research, find out what opportunities, what's going to fit best for your family. But Botetourt County Public Schools are well rated, known for really strong academics and extracurricular activities. So be sure to check those out.
Yeah, and then for higher education, like if you're wanting to go to college here, or you've got kids that are going to college here, we've got Hollins University, which is on the north side of town. See Hollins right here, so the university is right there.
Yeah.
Hollins College. And then we've got over in Salem, let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, look, Roanoke College there. Then I'm just going to scroll out so we can get to Blacksburg over here. That's Christiansburg. Blacksburg Country Club. There's Blacksburg. So that's where Virginia Tech is located.
Yeah, and we have so many other colleges and universities within a very short drive. You also have Virginia Western in Roanoke City. You've got JMU. You've got Longwood. You've got Hampton-Sydney. You've got Ferrum. You've got Radford. I mean, the list goes on and on. So
Ferrum.
Yeah,
Don't forget Ferrum. Oh, okay. I missed it. Sorry.
Thank you. So we've talked about schools. Now let's talk about like the vibe of the community. What does the community really feel like? Well, I'll tell you, it's a small town kind of charm. It has a mix of small towns, lots of farmland, and those beautiful mountain landscapes. Just so pretty. The Blue Ridge and the Allegheny Mountains kind of surrounding the area. There are going to be some suburban developments, especially near Roanoke. Remember I said the closer you kind of get in towards 81, the more of those subdivisions you'll find. They have converted some farmlands and orchards over to subdivisions and residential areas.
It's the Cloverdale area here, still Botetourt County, and that's going to be suburban lifestyle. Same in the Daleville area, gives you more of the suburban lifestyle that a lot of people who are living in larger cities, it's got some of the same type of subdivisions and amenities that people are going to be looking for.
An Ashley Plantation area. Yep. And we'll go over some of those examples in the end, so you can actually see some of the houses in the Botetourt area. But just know that it's still pretty close to Roanoke, and you're gonna find those rolling countrysides, forests, and a lot of quaint historic towns. That's what I love. Love, love, love it. Let's talk about Fincastle. Can you show them where that is?
I got you covered.
There
Don't
you
you
go.
worry. So we're going to zoom into Fincastle here. It's right here, straight up 220. Ooh, and the Heritage Family Market, which you guys just went to, right?
Yes, we did. That's delicious. And Buchanan
Oh, I
and
gotta
Troutville.
scroll out.
I know.
I got this.
You're
Oh,
doing
there's
great.
Buchanan. We talked about. It's got a little small, little bitty city
Yeah.
center. Got a little diner there, another little spot to get ice cream, Mexican restaurant, and the outpost.
And then Troutville. So that's another spot too. These are really rich in history. So those three that he showed you, they have friendly atmosphere, rich history. The towns were actually a key stop for pioneers that were heading west, including none other than Lewis and Clark.
No.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
I think that's just fantastic. So they gathered supplies here before their famous expedition. Fincastle's courthouse is designed by Thomas Jefferson, and there's a lot of well-preserved 18th and 19th century buildings that are going to show you that kind of colonial and frontier heritage. So it's really cool. But yeah, what about community events?
So with that, all of these areas here in Botetourt County, you're going to have some local farmers markets. You're going to have multiple festivals, which we'll dig into in a minute as well. But it's really, really cool. Very quaint, like she said. It's like you've got Roanoke City proper, but then you start getting out further, especially when you get into Botetourt County. Then you feel like you are away from the hustle and bustle.
Yes.
But you still got a really tight-knit, small community feel.
Yeah, I agree. And then, okay, so shopping and dining. The main hub here is going to be Daleville Town Center. And they have a lot of local restaurants, retail shops, and community events that take place. This is a mixed-use development. It's new, and it's still being added on to. So it's really neat to see how that's being built out. And grocery stores, you've got the typical Kroger. There's a few of those. Food Lion as well, even in Buchanan. And also those local farmers market, which are great spots to pick up any produce that you need and meats and things like that.
Yeah, because there's definitely one that's set up here at the Daleville Town Center every weekend throughout the growing season, right? And then also I want to mention that there is a brand new YMCA right here at Daleville Town Center as well.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget about Eikenberry Orchards,
yes.
which is right here.
Yes. I love this place for gifts, for produce, for everything. It's my personal favorite.
We did all of our Christmas shopping there this year.
We did.
Actually.
We did. That was really, really neat. And then, so some local restaurants too. You can click on those and get rid of them if you want. Some local restaurants while we're navigating here is going to be Tizone or Tizone. That's a wood-fired kitchen. This is in the Daleville Town Center area. You've also got Bellacinos or Bellacinos, which is across
I would
from
say
the...
Bellacinos.
That's how I would say it.
Yes.
Maybe the southern way is Bellacinos. That's right across from the high school. Donnie D's Bagels. I have to mention that. Delicious bagels and sandwiches. Really good.
Right here. Two locations now, one in Botetourt and then one also in Roanoke City, not too far from her parents' house. So I haven't been to it yet because they have been out the door as far as busy, which is such a blessing for them. I know that for a fact, but we like to get the half off bagels on Sundays when we're taking the kids out to a performance and practice.
Yeah, at Attic Productions is a great community theater out there, and they have a lot to offer. So if you're into theater, make sure you check that out. Let's go back to restaurants a little bit. You've got the Tap House we talked about Tizone. There's also the Tap House. These are all in the same complex, so you can check that out. We talked about farmers markets, I feel like. But in the way of shopping, there's no real mall in this area. but you will find some local boutiques, some locally owned stores, some of those farmers markets we talked about. There are two major malls in the valley, one being Tanglewood Mall and the other being Valley View Mall. So let's dig for those.
So you're gonna have Valley View. It's gonna
yellow.
be here, right here.
Yes. And then you've got more shopping around there too. And then, so you've
Then
got,
you got shopping center,
Mhm.
BJ, Sam's out in this area. You can see Lowe's right here.
and Kirkland's.
And
I like
Kirkland's.
that.
Aldi.
But Valley View is our major shopping center with national retailers. And then down below in the south side is going to be Tanglewood Mall. So Tanglewood offers quite a few options as well. We talk about this in the Cave Spring video if you're interested in more. So that's going to be shopping. A little bit of
TJ Maxx Home Goods there.
Mhm.
Belk still in existence there.
Mhm.
Brand new YMCA there in Tanglewood. But
Yeah.
that'd be 30 to 40-minute haul, depending on what part of Botetourt you're in if you were going down there, but not super,
not too bad.
not bad at all. Yep.
Okay, so moving on to a different topic. We've talked about shopping, dining, the community feel, what you can do in the outdoor recreation. Let's talk about some other attractions and amenities. We talked about Attic Productions Theater. That's near Fincastle, and really neat community theater, as I mentioned. And then you've got, there it is.
See,
Good
right here.
job.
Go up 220,
Mm-hmm.
next driveway past the church.
Yes. And then next would be Buchanan. In Buchanan, they have a swinging bridge. This is a really neat, if you're looking for a day trip, just go up there. Maybe you could go tubing while you're there. They have a really nice soda shop. Is that what you call it? It's
There
an
it
old
is.
school retro. And there's a bridge.
There's a
Yeah.
swinging bridge right there.
It's a swinging bridge. It's really fun, very scary, but a popular tourist stop. Some other things you can do, annual festivals and events, like Buchanan has a lot of things. I feel like for a small town, they do quite a bit, including the Mountain Magic Festival. There's a Fincastle Festival. The Beaver Dam Farm Sunflower Festival is huge. I mean, when that's going on, it lights up Facebook with all these gorgeous pictures.
Yes, and then don't forget, you've got Jeter Farm,
Oh yeah.
which is where we go for the pumpkin patch every year. So you got
Yes.
corn maze, kids games, get some
Mhm.
pumpkins, eat some food,
It's so good.
all that good stuff. So
It's so
that's
good.
also in Botetourt County in the Blue Ridge area.
Yeah, and then and remember going back to the Daleville Town Center, they actually have an entire summer concert series, and that takes place on this massive lawn that they have, and it's a perfect place for. They have like a barbecue cook-off, I think, or a wing festival, and then all these concerts and things. It's a really neat,
Yes,
really neat
it's right here
spot.
in this area. So you've
Mhm.
got the tap house, little green hive right there, and then this is where they have on the lawn
Yeah.
for the summer concert series.
Another thing to note that a lot of people are wondering about, because you might need close proximity to healthcare. I'll say preventative healthcare since you're on it. There's the YMCA. So again, mixed use facility there. And so you have a YMCA nestled right there. But you also have healthcare services. So you see Lewis Gale Physicians here. There's also Carillion
It's on
facilities
this side.
in this area. Yeah. And then,
That's the drugstore.
yeah, you're right. I
But
think
it's right here
there
next
it
to
is. Yeah.
Donnie D's.
And but there's other locations throughout Botetourt County, so you do have access to healthcare, and you're not too far from Roanoke City.
Yeah, you're not far from Carillion and Roanoke City
Mhm.
or Lewis Gale, like the two hospitals
Sure.
as well.
That's right. Okay, so housing market. You're thinking about buying here. Let's talk about this. There are reasonable housing prices. It's pretty much a lower cost of living compared to larger cities and a high quality of life, right?
Yeah, and everybody's looking for that, right? You want more bang for your buck, and you want to be like, let me chill, not be stressed out about my house payment, right? So, and in Botetourt, we've seen growth, we've seen appreciation over the last few years. So, the median sold price as of January 25 is where these numbers are coming from. Median sold price was $345,000, and a lot of the houses were actually selling over list price at like 3% over asking price. and they were and median on the market around 35 days,
Okay.
and that's accurate as of January 2025.
Yeah, and people that are looking into the Botetourt area, a lot of them are looking for homes with land. You can get these beautiful mountain views and space to spread out, or perhaps you're looking for a golf course community. There's quite a few golf courses in this area, like Ashley Plantation and Botetourt Country Club. So there's a variety of things. You can get acreage, you can get farmland, you can get a mini farm, you could get those golf course views, or an urban feel in that walkable Daleville Town Center. So the options are limitless, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yep, you can get whatever you're looking for out there. Yeah, absolutely.
You could have summed up my 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know me, I like to be just direct and to the point.
Concise.
Yeah.
But this is the fun part, right? Don't you love looking at homes? We want to show you some popular neighborhoods on the map and then give you an example of one that's sold in the last year. Let's just stay on the map for a little bit and we'll talk about, we pulled some popular neighborhoods. There's a bunch in here. I mean, really throughout Botetourt, we could take hours and show you them, but we'll just give you a sampling, and these are going to be a pretty diverse sampling. So let's dive in. First, you have Ashley Plantation. This is a golf course community, and it has beautiful homes, mountain views, lots of amenities there. Our example in this specific neighborhood would be one that is sold. This is one on Charleston Place, and it offers 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. I'm going to talk slowly while you just scroll through the pictures.
Yeah, so see beautiful mountain views there.
I know, it's so pretty.
And there's some new construction in there as well for some
True.
patio style homes. We've had some clients that bought those here recently. But this is kind of the original types of homes, you know, colonial, more architectural detail.
I love that.
A little bit newer construction. You like those high ceilings, I know.
I do.
And the skylights coming in. That's really nice.
A lot of people are looking for natural light like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is about 4,700 square feet, and it sold for $742,650 within the last year. So just scrolling through the pictures gives you a good idea. This would be the basement. We do have quite a few basements in our area. Some people are not used to those. Nice front porch there and storage.
Good storage. All right.
Yeah, so next is going to be Daleville Town Center.
Here we go. Remember, Daleville's down here.
Yes, and what you need to know about Daleville from the residential side is that's that walkable community, that urban community. But there are townhomes and single-family homes available. Just wanted to show you one of these townhouses. It was built in 2022, and you can just walk to restaurants, the YMCA, your health care facility, and then look at that view. It's still really pretty.
Yeah, and this is the we were talking about earlier. You can kind of see what the actual, like where they have the concerts out here. Over here is where the Tap House, Little Green Hive, Tazallins, where those are. So just want to give you a perspective on that.
Yeah. And this townhouse is 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's about a little over 1,900 square feet, and it sold for $360,000.
And it did have a garage.
Yeah. So the next neighborhood we can focus on is Santoro Lane in Fincastle.
We're going to go up to Fincastle, huh?
Yeah, drive on up there.
Let's go.
These are some upscale homes with larger lots, more scenic views, so really pretty. You can
They're going to be in this area
That's
right
right.
here.
Yeah, good job. You're doing so good
I know.
navigating.
Like I know where I'm going or something, right? Like I sell real estate in the area.
We work a lot in Botetourt. It's really enjoyable to work in Botetourt. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. There's a mix of homes in this area. There's large colonials. There's also patio homes like this one, which is basically one-level living for the most part. And this was built in 2018. It's only about 10 minutes to Daleville, which is really nice. So you have that privacy, but you're pretty close. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. You can tell it looks really new and sparkling, and that's nice.
Yeah. And there are
Those views
some
are-
traditional like colonials in this neighborhood as well, like she said. So
Yeah. About 2,800, little over 2,800 square feet, so big in size. And it's sold for $515,000.
All right. So next is going to be downtown Fincastle proper, right?
Yeah, I think this is a niche neighborhood, if you will, or area to showcase because of that history. They have so many beautiful homes that are historic in nature, and many of them have been updated, like the one you're about to see. So I thought this would be a neat one to showcase here.
There we go.
Look at this. I mean, just the front just is so welcoming and inviting. It's really pretty, right on Main Street. Yet you still get 1.15 acres. That's what I really liked. You still have this privacy and usable land in the back. Really pretty. Nod to all the historic elements here. Really beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They did update the kitchen, though. They got some newer cabinets and countertops in there, but a lot of historical details in the rest of the house.
And y'all, this was built in 1850.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, this is an old house.
This is an 1850 colonial. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. That's the great land shot of all the acreage you can. It's not a lot of acreage, but it's enough.
It's an acre, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not right on top of your
It's
neighbor.
flat. It's usable. It's about 2,100 square feet, and it sold for $314,950. And then another area is the Blue Ridge area. This is a great spot. A lot of people are interested in the Blue Ridge area.
See how we're going from, we went to Fincastle, we're in Botetourt County, we're coming down here, and then we're actually going to go out this way.
Yes.
Over to Blue Ridge. So
Blue Ridge affords you some privacy, some breathing room, yet you still have quite a few homes. They're just not right on top of each other. And it is a mix of established and newer homes with a suburban feel.
this would be a good spot, like if you needed to commute to like Bedford, or you need to go to Lynchburg. When you're out 460 there, you're like, close to amenities with Roanoke proper. You'd be really close to a Kroger there.
Yeah.
So this is a split level house.
Yes. Built in 1978. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,300-ish square feet, and it sold for $310,000. It's really hard to get a feel for this area. There's a lot of ranches over basements.
Yeah, but look, you got some nice trees in the yard.
I know. Established.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice.
All right, where are we going to next?
Let's go to Eagle Rock. This is a more rural setting. Remember we talked about Botetourt. Wanted to throw one in there that is a little further out.
It's going to put you on the cusp of being in Botetourt County. You got to go up this way, up 220, and there's good old Eagle Rock.
Yes. And this is set against the James River. It's also near Roaring Run, which is a trail and waterfall. It has some history as well. But this is a beautiful farm.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, I know. That is just beautiful. This is a farmhouse built in 1900, and it sits on about 5 acres. So you can overlook this every day. I can't imagine waking up to that. It also has a 3-stall barn and tack room on the property. So horses welcome. And lots of room just to spread out. You've got that great privacy. There's also an old schoolhouse on the property, which I thought was really neat. Would love to learn the history about that.
Most definitely.
It's 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. It's a little under 2,300 square feet, and it sold for $425,000. So 5 acres, and then a beautiful farmhouse like this with bring your horses. I think that's
we got lots of folks that want to be able to spread out. They want to bring animals, or they want to raise animals. They want to bring horses, that type of thing. So definitely got that opportunity out in
look at that,
in Botetourt.
So pretty. And there's the barn. That's really nice. So yeah, that was fun. I love looking at homes too. Hopefully you got a good feel for some offerings in the Botetourt area, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.